Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dennis. I hope you're well, and I hope you're healthy, and I hope you're excited about today's video because you may even have been one of the people who emailed me about today's topic, and that is weight loss. My inbox is absolutely pummeled these days with people asking me questions about, in various terms, all similar, how to lose weight. The situation has a lot of people sedentary, inside, not active, and eating the wrong foods. Gyms are closed. People don't want to go to a gym, and I get all that. But consequently, what this all adds up to is a lot of weight gain, and weight loss is the #1 goal in 2021. It was in 2020, it was in 2019, and it has been for several years, but never more so than right now. Absolutely pummeled with questions about weight loss and people wanting weight loss advice and weight loss training. So I just extracted 5 random emails out of my inbox, and I'm going to answer those questions for you today, and I hope that helps you and gives you some insight and answers some of your questions about how you can get help with losing weight. Now, question number 1, how can I lose weight? Like every day I go to the inbox or the Facebook inbox. It's all the same. How can I lose weight? They want the magic pill. It's very simple, actually, when you break it down, but you have to be very specific. How can I lose weight? Focus on your fitness and focus on your nutrition. Look, we need to be in a caloric deficit. We cannot continue day in and day out consecutively and be in a caloric abundance. So caloric abundance, meaning we're eating too much and we're moving too little. So just shift that ratio so that the scale is tipped in your favor. Look, we have to reduce our calories and we have to increase our fitness. Now, these are just macro terms. This is a generalized explanation of how to lose weight. Focus on your fitness, focus on your nutrition. Now, there are other subcategories off each one of those that I can get into in more detail and talk about the specifics of those in future videos. But for now, let's just dumb it down a little bit. Fitness, nutrition, move more, eat less so that you're storing less. Let's move on to the next one because I can go into I can talk for hours on how to lose weight. But generally, fitness, nutrition, move more, eat less, get into a caloric deficit today, tomorrow, consecutively, and you'll end up losing weight. Question number 2, how can I lose weight faster? Well, it relates to what I just said in terms of my answer to question number 1. Only move a lot more and eat a lot less and lose weight a lot faster. It's like that. There are a lot of other variables that come into play, like how you can add to your pounds or grams, your quantity of weight loss per day. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do to speed up that bodily, that physiological reaction. You can do cleanses on a weekly basis. You can make sure that you're getting enough sleep. I mean, there's just a lot of different holistic factors that will facilitate faster weight loss. But generally speaking, move even more, burn more calories per day, and eat even less calories per day to speed up and lose weight faster. Question number 3, what's the best way to lose weight? And this is interesting because this goes back to, well, we know fitness and nutrition, so what's the best way? Well, eat less, but in terms of burning those calories, what's the best way? It always comes down to that. Because in terms of taking in less, that's just very simple, right? Eat less calories and just eat high performance calories, vegetables, fruits. But in terms of fitness, this question always comes up and it always narrows itself down and becomes very specific to what's the best way to lose weight. It always comes down to cardio, right? We have to burn more calories, and you can lift weights, you can do resistance training, you can do body weight training, and that's fine. But if you're talking about burning more calories per 60-minute workout or more calories per day, there's nothing better than cardio. But is it HIIT or is it LISS? High intensity interval training or low intensity steady state. Now we know, studies have shown, and we've known this for years, that our bodies will use glucose and glycogen as a fuel source at higher intensities, at higher ventricular zones, i.e. higher heart rate training, HIIT training. That's that short burst training where we go for 20 minutes and then we're absolutely dead. And in 20 minutes, we've burned 200 calories, let's say, for instance. Conversely, if we want to use the body fat, the visceral fat marbled around our organs, or the subcutaneous fat underneath the dermal layer, the adipose tissue, if we want to use that as a fuel to create human movement to burn calories, then we're going to be training at a lower intensity, and that's that LISS, low intensity steady state. So if you had a heart rate monitor and you were looking at the app on your phone, that line would just be steady. For instance, I like 128 beats per minute for my people, and you could do this for 60 minutes, and that line would just be straight across. Whereas with HIIT, you would do a movement, your heart rate would go way up, and then you'd want to bring it down during your rest, and it would go up and down, peaks and valleys. So with LISS, low intensity, you're actually pulling from body fat as a fuel source. And we know this, and there's a lot of debate on this, and there shouldn't be, because we already know this and you can prove it. Just wear your heart rate monitor tonight when you go to bed. And if you have a quality heart rate monitor like the Polar H10, the app goes on your phone, and you can see, based on the algorithms for many, many, many years of people using this, you can see that you will burn somewhere in the area of 60 to 65% of your calories while you sleep from fat. We just know this. So what's the best way to lose weight? A combination of both. If somebody asks me, do you like HIIT for weight loss, or do you like low intensity for weight loss? We have certain adaptations when we train. So if we train low intensity, we're going to hit plateaus, we're going to adapt, and then we want to switch up. So we want to go to high intensity. And you can never underestimate the power of training the heart, which you will do with HIIT. I always say we have to train the heart first, and everything else will fall into place. There's a lot of windfall benefit when we train the heart first, and you always have to get fit first. So I like to scale up progressively up into a higher heart rate using HIIT training, and then I'll bring it back down after 7 to 10 days. I'll bring it back down into steady state. But if you played with those two, and if you burned about 500 calories a day, you're going to lose weight, provided you've supplemented with perfect food intake. So the best way to lose weight, is it HIIT or is it LISS? It's a combination of both, and it's always going to be perfect nutrition. Question number 4, is HIIT or LISS better for weight loss? I just answered that. I told you, I just pulled these out randomly. I just wrote them down. This was not prepared. This is just off the cuff from my mind. So question number 4, is HIIT or LISS better for weight loss? I like HIIT for getting somebody fit, because you have to get fit. You have to be able to perform at a certain level before you can do anything. So I like scaled progressive HIIT in the beginning for 7 to 10 days, and then I like to back it down, and I like to find a nice LISS. I like 128 beats per minute. For about 60 minutes, it's going to burn about 540 calories. And if we combine that daily with your normal activity and perfect food intake, that's going to be about 100 to 400 grams of weight loss a day. That's pretty significant. You're going to fall off the wagon some days. But if you can sustain that more days than not, if you can do that 3 to 4 days a week, you're going to end up the week in really, really good shape, losing a lot of weight. HIIT or LISS for weight loss, combination of both, as I said in question number 3. So mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. But if I could recommend anything, what I'll always do with my private personal training clients, I'll spend the first 7 to 10 workouts, or 7 to 10 days, and I will get them fit first. Everything falls into place. Like I said, there's a lot of windfall benefits that come from getting fit and training the heart first. That's the first and foremost. Train your heart. Get that healthy first. And then it's going to be a lot easier. You're going to perform better for whatever else your goal is going to be. Question number 5. What do I need to eat for weight loss? It's not... listen, guys, it's I get this all the time. What do I need to eat for weight loss? It's not about what you need to eat. It's about what you don't need to eat or what you should not be eating. Look, you eat too much and you eat too much of the wrong foods, and that led to fat storage. So just imagine you had a list or a whiteboard, and before going into this weight loss program, you wrote on the whiteboard everything that you ate yesterday and the day before and the day before. And if you scrutinize that, if you're honest with yourself and you picked out all of the bad, you'd be on the right track. So we're not talking about adding anything in, because you still have the bad in. You still have the processed starchy carbs. Carbs are okay, but in abundance, the processed starchy carbs, let's just get those out of there. The sugars, I mean, let's fruit in minimal quantities. We can go into nutrition later, but it is not about what you need to eat for weight loss. It's about what you don't need to eat, what you need to learn to pull out. Look, if you want to make something perfect, you don't keep adding things to it because it has bad in it. You want to take out the bad first and then scrutinize and analyze and gather the data on what you are left with. And then you can add in those foods that you need for performance, for daily functional performance. Remember, we're not eating for gluttony. We're eating for optimal daily performance. So when we talk about what do I need to eat for weight loss? Well, first of all, you're eating too much. You're eating too much of the wrong food. So we know we need to take out foods right now. We don't need to add, we need to take out. So let's just list everything. Write it down on paper. Leave nothing out. What you ate, what you drank, everything. Pull out the bad. You say, well, I don't know what the bad is. Okay, well, send it to me. I'll help you with that. You just send me an email. Take a photo and send it to me, and we'll go over it together. But pull out the bad foods first. It's the bad that's killing you, that's making you fat, that's adding to fat storage, that's increasing your body weight. Pull out those bad foods first. And then as you start in with your fitness training program, directed towards weight loss, directed towards caloric expenditure, whether it be HIIT or LISS training, you can go through your workouts. You can wake up tomorrow and you can analyze how you feel. Recovery is huge. When you wake up the next morning after workout, when you're trying to lose weight, you say, wow, I pulled out this, I pulled out this. You pulled out calories. Analyze how you feel. How much of those foods that you pulled out had some recovery nutrients in them? How much of those foods had nothing to do with your recovery? Okay, well, if they didn't have anything to do with your recovery or performance, get rid of them. But if you wake up the next day and you feel pretty good, you don't have to tweak so much. Train tomorrow, and the next day, wake up in the morning and analyze how you feel. How did you recover? What do you think you need going into the next workout? You'll find these imbalances, and that's going to help you determine what you need to eat to lose weight. What you need to eat to lose weight goes hand in hand with what you need to eat for optimal performance and functionality. And when I say functionality, I mean when you're doing your cardio to burn calories to lose weight. Are you sluggish? That also relates to, are you sluggish? Is your HIIT training hindered? Can you only do low intensity training because your performance is sluggish? So these are the things that you're going to discover 1, 2, 3 weeks into your weight loss endeavor that will provide you with your own answers. What do you need to eat for weight loss? Now, generally speaking, vegetables. I'm largely plant-based. But there are times when I'll go on a weight training program, resistance training program, bodybuilding program, and plant protein just isn't enough for me, and I'll go with chicken. Chicken. The chicken works for me when I want to build muscle. But there's a time and place for every fitness goal relevant to what you need to eat. But for weight loss, generally speaking, we're going to stay with cruciferous vegetables, leafy greens. We're going to go with reds, yellows, oranges, beige colors, lighter colors. Deep greens are fantastic, but you're going to go with these low calorie, high performance foods. And people will talk about eat this because it will make you feel full. And I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that because that's just it's just a feel. And I don't focus on living my life based on a feel. I focus everything that I do based on just being real with myself. And if I tried to only eat, or if I recommended that you only eat foods that gave you a feel of being full and satiated, then you really wouldn't be dialed into dealing with hunger pains. And that's the reality of cutting back on calories and eating these light foods, these I mean, imagine just eating salad every day. How's that going to give you the satiation of being full? It's not. So don't fool yourself with these people telling you, eat this because you'll feel full. That's a bunch of nonsense. You should eat foods based on its nutrient value and how it serves what you need to accomplish in terms of performance and functionality and health. Does it give you the macros, macronutrients, the micronutrients, the proper amount of antioxidants? And especially during this time right now, is it serving the purpose of providing you with enough immune boosters so that, you know, you don't get the thing that's going around? So as you can see, number 5 was all about what do I need to eat for weight loss, and we could go on forever and ever and ever about this. This is food is a trainer's biggest nightmare, because I get people that contact me all the time and they say, I need to lose weight, I want to lose weight, and I say, okay, how much? And they'll give me a specific number, 20 kilogram, something crazy like this. I mean, it can be done, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and we have to be flawless in what we do. We have to make sure that we're burning enough calories, but we're not burning out our body. So that means training, adapting. We have to focus on the nutrition, but they don't want to focus on nutrition. And nothing is going to get done in terms of weight loss if your food intake is sloppy. So it's a big issue for personal trainers. It's a tremendous issue for me because I'm a weight loss specialist. That is what I do. And I get these people that email me and say, well, I just want to fitness train. I don't want to change my diet. I want to eat what I want to eat. They say, no, it's not going to happen. I don't train those people because you're fooling yourself. So we could go on and on forever about this, and it's a whole series of videos I'll do in the future. But that wraps up the 5 questions, just the random questions. You can see that number 3 and number 4 were very similar. Number 4 answered number 3. Number 4 used number 3's answer. I just pulled these out random. But I hope these helped. I hope that gave you some insight into how to go about losing weight with fitness, with nutrition, with the various forms of fitness training, and how to go about tackling your food intake so it's more strategic in terms of lowering the calories and taking in higher performance foods. I will get into each one of these in detail, in depth, so that we can break it down very specifically. I'll get into detail on these in the future. And stay tuned. I have a whole series of videos forthcoming, relevant to weight loss. That is going to be my focus for at least the next 6 months. Pretty much every video I'm going to do is going to be focused on weight loss. So if that's your thing, if that's your goal, if that's your requirement, if that's your need, if that's your desire, if you say, I want to lose weight, if your doctor says you need to lose weight, stick around. I'm going to have a whole lot of invaluable videos coming out, and they're definitely going to help you. So with that, guys, stay healthy, stay happy, and until the next video, Stay focused on your goals, if it's weight loss, fitness and nutrition. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys.